through an online storefront. And so that's all through an online storefront that we all get access to. It operates worldwide. So, talking about how we get paid, this is the part you're going to want to take pictures or screenshots of, ladies and gentlemen. We get paid in multiple ways for doing the same exact thing, which is acquiring customers. So, we get paid upfront bonuses, $200 for every handful of services that we receive. And it starts with once we get 5 services, we'll get 200, and then every additional 3 from that point forward, it gets another 200 and another 200, unlimited. Okay, so that's a great way. One customer can represent multiple services. Like I have 8 services in my own house. But even better than the upfront bonus money that a lot of us are, actually able to build and create, every month that those bills are paid, we get paid residual percentages, and we earn up to 20% of the commissionable revenue of each bill that we actually acquire. And here's the cool thing, guys. This isn't only just for residential customers, homes and apartments. If you know any business owners, or if you are a business owner here on the line, you probably know that there are bigger bills when it comes to business. So you can think here as big as you want when it comes to business billing, right? So there's no limit to how many customers we can get ourselves. And for those of you that are busy on the line, or maybe you just feel like, you love to work in teams and help other people and make a difference and collaborate with others, this is the part where it makes anybody capable to do this business, whether you have time or not, or whether you feel like you have the personality or not. All you have to do is we will work together, share this business with other people, much like we're doing tonight. And anytime someone wants to join you on this journey of building this business, when we help them reach their first promotion, you'll get a bonus of anywhere up to $300 depending on your position. And you'll also earn 4% of the residual, of the customers that your team acquires as well. And, there's this promotional system all along the way that you earn just by helping people be able to build their business. So whether you're looking for some part-time, spare time income, or all the way up to life-changing legacy building kind of income, it's all available here through this platform. So it's incredible to be able to earn this way. Now let's talk about how we get started. Very, very simple. It's a one-time enrollment fee, typically of $299 as of November 1st. But here's the great thing. You guys are not in November yet. We are all in October, aren't we? As of right now, for the month of October, it's $199 to get started. That is cheaper than most people spend on a crazy night, or, being able to buy an Xbox or something like that. A nerd like me, I'm revealing things here, but here's the reality, guys. Anybody can do this business. So much cheaper than getting into business, like in real estate, costs thousands of dollars, all kinds of things. So $199 to get started, and then $25 a month to maintain your business. You'll get a website that operates globally. You're going to get access to marketing tools. They're going to do all the accounting, the reporting, tracking everything. They'll answer any questions for your customers. And there's even perks that you get just for being a part of this business, where you get cash back and exclusive discounts just because you're a member here with ACN. So there's amazing opportunity here with us, guys. That's the business in itself. What I'd like to do is actually take this to the next level and actually dive into some of the specifics, the training here that you're going to want to learn about. And I'm going to recommend that you guys take some serious notes and screenshots, and just really tune in, because you're about to learn from some experts in each of their fields. So the first person I'm going to bring up is a regional coordinator out of the Miami, Florida marketplace. And I am just so honored to be able to introduce her, because she's a powerhouse entrepreneur. She's done amazing things in this business. She's got, hundreds and hundreds of customers by herself. Okay, so there's no one better qualified. But even more than that, she's a phenomenal mother, a phenomenal wife, and someone who just empowers women to be able to accomplish anything that they want, and people in general. So it's my honor to kick off this training to introduce regional coordinator and my great business partner and friend, Miss Maria Duarte out of Miami. Maria, calls are yours.
Wow, thank you so much, Marshall. Thank you for your kind words. Can we just please give an applause to Marshall? He's done such a phenomenal job showing us how to join this opportunity. So incredible. I'm always inspired by everything that he's saying. And what a great promotion we have going on as well. And I feel like the clock is ticking, right? We have until November 1st. So don't delay this, don't procrastinate on it. Make a decision today. So good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Duarte, and I'm a regional coordinator out of Miami, Florida. And I've been here not too long ago, and I have over 300 customers today. I have been very blessed and I'm very grateful to be here today. I'm a startup founder. I've been trying to, for the past 2.5 years, trying to put together a technology software company. And guess what? We don't make money yet. That's how startups are. So this opportunity came to me at a great time because it helps me pay my bills, but not just that. The people I've met here are the most incredible human beings I've ever met, the most supportive, and I'm always inspired by everything that they're doing and how they are leading. So I'm really grateful to be here today. And I just want to invite everyone here, if it's your first time here, or if it's your second or third time here, could you just please rename yourself? We see a couple of numbers here. So if you could rename yourself, tell us who invited you. We'd love to connect with you afterwards. So it's my honor today to talk about how do we acquire customers. So let me go ahead and get started here and walk you through today's presentation on how we get customers, which is the biggest question, right? But who am I going to call? Who's going to buy these services from me? Well, there's several options. Sometimes we just need to be trained in the right way and be explained how it's done. So if you're new here today, again, if you haven't signed up, you have a goal in 24 hours, and that goal is to get paid and get promoted. How great is that? Because you want to make sure that you're starting to make money right away. And to be qualified, it's really simple. We just heard Marshall, he has 8 services in his house. That was really easy to get promoted. I have 5 services in my house. So very easy, just 24 hours or less to get promoted. And that's how we're going to get our very first direct deposit, which is what we're here for today. And then moving on, we're going to have access to monthly personal customer acquisition bonuses. And these are really great because don't worry about the points and the services and all that. That might be confusing right now. What you need to focus on here is it's $200 for every additional 3 services and 6 points that we make. And that is unlimited continuously. Like one of our leaders said, if you're not getting paid every week, you are leaving money on the table. And why? It's really great here. One of the most important parts and the sources of being customers is you want to understand where your customers are going to come from. So number one is going to be the prospects who don't become IBO. So these are the people we call, we're really excited about this opportunity, this presentation, and we bring them along to a training like this or to a personal PBZ or any meeting we put together online. And we ask, and they don't become an IBO, right? They don't want to join us with a team. It's not the right timing for them. That's perfectly fine. I talked to some people a few months ago. They weren't ready. Guess what? Today they're calling me. They're asking, I'm ready now. I want to join. This is a great time. I want to have multiple streams of income. So that's number one. Number two, your family, your friends, and we have a very specific approach that we do here at ACN, which is the favor, why, help, try approach. I'm going to go a little bit into that further on. People you do business with, people that do your hair, people that do your taxes, people you do business with. If you're supporting their business, they should be supporting your business too. It's a win-win relationship. And of course, you, me, how we sign up our own services, because that just really helps us gain some credibility in the process, right? It helps us feel that confidence. It helps us build belief, which has been one of the greatest themes during our last international event not too long ago in Fort Lauderdale. So that believe in ourselves, the believe in our customers, the believe in the services, that we can really see, we can see the savings, we can see the bonuses coming through, and we can learn the process. We're going to see how easy it is to just go ahead and refer people. We don't need to be an expert at all these services. And I hope no one's going to get overwhelmed today because there's a ton of services coming up here. There's so many new things going on that we're having a hard time keeping up. But don't get overwhelmed because it's all very simple. It's all very easy. We're just going to go ahead and refer our customers to the experts. Now, what are some of these services? There's, again, like I said, a really ton of services, but there's 5 right now, which are the most lucrative and that will help you build your business here. We've got ID protection, electricity and gas, home security, wireless, and mostly we're now working with health coverage. So these are the top 5 simplest and the most lucrative. If you want to focus on 2 though, don't go ahead and get overwhelmed. There's many of them going on. Some very special promotions going on for October. So we've got Zoom Energy is launching a very special promotion, which for every 5 new customers, and this could be electricity and gas in deregulated markets, for every 5 new services that are referred all the way up to October 31st, you will receive, on top of the bonuses we already talked about from ACN, $200 bonuses directly from Zoom Energy. Now, if you're new today, we understand there's a learning curve and it's going to take some time to acquire these customers. So if you're new today, it's going to be 3. You only need to refer 3 energy customers within your first 30 days. Here's going to start the most exciting part that we have going on with our new services. So we have travel with a company called Truvi. We're going to be announced. Well, this is already announced, right? But it's going to be live very soon. And what it's going to be the opportunity of our lives to travel around. If you like to go to new places, meet new people, learn new cultures, new languages, new cuisine. So many great things that happen when we get to travel. And the best thing is there's a best price promise, right? So if you can't find anything cheaper anyway, if you can find anything cheaper on any website, you will get refunded 110% of the difference. Another new service here. So we've got new high-speed and internet partnerships coming soon. Look at all these brands. I'm not going to go through all of them. Just take a screenshot, look at them. I'm sure you know all these big brands, and we're going to be able to offer them very, very soon directly from our website, from our storefront. Now, very also exciting is the new small and business services that we're going to be able to offer. So if you know any business owners, small to medium, that would need help with their health sharing, that need help with payroll, that need telecom, internet, etc. Look at these big brands. All of these big brands, ACN is partnering with them to help us gain the bonuses, make some money and help our customers as well. And very exciting as well here, we've got 5G. So the ability to have a box set up in your house, imagine that, no wires, completely wireless, 5G, full speed internet coming really, really soon. This is the moment to be here. We're so excited of these new services and being at the forefront of all of it. As I mentioned earlier, one of the top 5 services that we have that are the most lucrative, can help you build your business, is Impact Health Sharing. So what are some things we want to do to become an Impact Health professional? Subscribing to the Impact Health Sharing on Sharing YouTube channel, downloading and reviewing the membership guidelines in ACN Compass, reviewing FAQs, because we want to understand. We don't have to be the expert on healthcare, but we definitely want to understand how we are promoting these services. And then never miss live trainings, because we're always learning something new during the trainings. We've got new ideas, new stories, new approaches, and we're learning from each other what's working and what's not working. Now, some really exciting tips here on how to get started is just very simple. Just ask somebody, hey, are you open to getting a free quote on your healthcare? If they're ready to get started, it's so easy. You can just go straight to your storefront. You can give them a quote with the oldest family member, date of birth. And if they're ready to sign up, just enroll them. It's very, very quick and very simple. If they're not and they've got questions, that's great too. We love questions. Everybody has questions. Go ahead and submit the lead for an expert to help them. And if not, then just go ahead and we can also call this phone number here. Make sure you take a screenshot of these information. So very important is setting up the right expectation. This is not insurance. And if we're not sure about it, we should not also be giving out information that we don't know, right? So some other important bonuses going on. These are all referral bonuses that we have permanently going on. They're not just promotions for now, but always. So ID seal, ID protection. If you get 5 customers, you can get rewarded and have your personal protection. Flash Mobile, how cool is that? Refer 5 and you get your mobile line for free. Zoom Energy, you can refer 12 natural gas or electricity customers and you can get your electricity for free, or you can get a bonus that's equivalent to all of your customers. So very great referral programs here. This is something that's very unique to ACN, and it's the approach that we have. It's asking for a huge favor. So this is the important method that we use. It's called the favor, why, help, and try. What's really important here is talking about why we're doing this and the urgent and enthusiasm, as well as our incredible project feeding kids. And how do we do this? Take a picture here, take a screenshot. Very simple, right? Let's suppose you call your auntie, your brother, your sister, and say, "Hey, how are you doing? I hope all is going well for you. But I was wondering if you could do me a huge personal favor." Most likely they'll say, "Sure, what can I do for you?" Well, I'm actually working on a program that offers essential services, and I am working on getting a promotion tonight. Tonight, that's a sense of urgency. We want to say it's tonight, it's happening at midnight. And it would mean the world to me if you would support me and be one of my customers, because I am currently, well, in my case, right, I'm currently trying to build a startup, and things don't get really good at this stage where I'm at. I'm just getting started, and it's my dream to build this company. So I'm trying to support my family and help myself and pay my bills through an opportunity like this. Would you be willing to do me this huge favor? And people will have questions. That's great. We want to make sure we can answer these questions, but always go back to asking for the favor. Would you do me a huge favor? If I can show you savings on your electricity bill, would you do me the huge favor of signing up your electricity services through me? Right? Always go back to our favor. So just a final call to action here. Our very most important site where we learn all of this and even greater stuff and more details. It's called acncompass.com. It's our ACN University. I love this portal because they're always updating it. They have the most latest news, and we can always get informed there. And the key tip is start with 2 services. Again, probably today's presentation is a little bit more overwhelming than usual because now we have so many services, and we're servicing small and medium businesses, and we're doing healthcare, and we're doing electricity, and it might sound like a lot. So take a deep breath and choose 2. 2 out of those 5 that we said, that's the best way to get started. And you want to get 5 for yourself. Get started right now and get 5 services for yourself and get your first bonus, because that's what helps us build the belief. And we want to do that right away, immediately, so that we believe, and then we can also tell our contacts and our family about this great opportunity. And that is all for me tonight. I hope some of all this was helpful. I hope you took notes. I hope you took screenshots. If you missed any of it, go to acncompass.com. So the next presenter is going to be my business partner and my friend, and he's going to come back and he's going to tell you where the money is, which is really, really important. So let's give it up for Marshall Stewart, RD out of Houston.
Yeah, wow, guys, let's give a huge round of applause to the people's champ, Maria Duarte. Completely incredible training on customer acquisition. Who in here just got so much out of that training from Maria? It was incredible. I hope you guys took notes. We're watching you. We want to make sure you got some notes going on there. My friend with the iPhone, I see you taking some notes. Rena, I see you. You guys are getting some notes in. So this is how you learn, guys, taking those notes and taking screenshots. So this is the part that you're going to definitely want to do it if you haven't already, because we're here to talk about the money. This is going to be the fun part. So here we go, guys. Let's get this show on the road and talk about how we get paid. Now, remember, one thing that's super duper crucial about the compensation plan is to understand we only get paid when customers are acquired. So the fact that you just heard from a 300 plus customer acquisition champion like Maria, you all are now qualified to be able to get customers, learning from an expert like her. That's the only way that checks are released. Now, how we get paid is in 2 particular ways. We get paid residual income every single month that bills are paid. That's the mailbox money, what all of us are after here, getting paid while we sleep and while we travel and all those kinds of things. And then there's the upfront bonus money as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with the residual income because this was something that I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I don't know if I slept through this class in school or it was just never taught, but I never heard of residual income before I came into this, entrepreneurial venture here with, getting paid every single month. I thought that was just something that only the actors and musicians ever earn, right? But all of us, everyday people are able to obtain it. And on our own customers that we bring to the table, we get paid percentages of the bills every single month that they're paid. And everybody who starts off, we all start off at 3% every single month that those bills are paid. Okay. So whether, these are bigger bills, smaller bills, it all starts off at 3. But the more points that we acquire, you remember in Maria's training where she talked about every service having a point value, as you saw on that screen. Okay. As you get more and more points, they're going to promote you to higher residual percentages. So you get 40 personal points yourself, you're going to get promoted to 5%, and eventually 10, and eventually 14. And your goal is you want to get to 200 personal points as quickly as possible, because you maximize how much ACN wants to pay you personally on all the customers you acquire. So 200 personal points is where you want to go. And you, again, Maria getting 300 plus herself. I'm just going to show off for a second here and show you guys, I got my 200 pin. If you can see that, that's just showing you that I'm following Maria's role and her lead here. I want to be able to get paid on 300 plus customer points myself as well, right? So when you get 200 plus points yourself, you're going to maximize the compensation, and you're going to be able to maximize what you can get paid off of your team, because we get paid initially up to 5 levels of distribution, and each couple of levels are unlocked with our personal points as well. So if you just keep in mind, I'm going to go out there and over the next couple of months, I'm going to get 200 plus points myself, while I'm sharing the business with other people and inviting them to see this, you're going to automatically start overriding and building whatever happens in your team. Once you get to regional vice president and higher, you start to override well below your 5th level of your team. And so that's where some real infinite money is available, is at regional vice president and beyond. Okay, now let's talk about the upfront bonuses, why it's so crucial to get customer qualified with 5 services that equal 10 points at least. That's going to be the most important promotion of your entire career, because nobody gets paid unless you get qualified. So getting this done within your first 24-ish hours is crucial, so you can start telling some of those friends and even some of those future haters that you got paid in your first day in business and already made your money back, right? So that's incredible to be able to share with other people. 5 services, 10 points is going to get you a $200 bonus right away. Okay. Now you see here, take a picture of this, take a screenshot of this, because every additional 3 services that equal at least 6 points will then qualify you for another 200 and another 200 and another 200. So people always ask me, like, can I make money here just by getting customers, or do I need to build a team? The answer is both. You can make a lot of money here just by getting customers if you want to go out there and do that. That's for sure. But you can make a lot more money if you start teaching people how to do the same thing that you're doing. Okay, so it's both getting customers ourselves and getting other people to show how to get customers with us. Okay, unlimited income available here. Now, your next promotion is going to be executive team leader. This is your first position where you start overriding what happens in your team, whether you are involved or not, right? So what happens is every time someone joins your team and they get customer qualified with how many services? 5 services. How many points? 10 points. Every time someone in our team does that, you're going to get $50 every time that promotion happens. So what that means, guys, is every time someone in your team gets $200, you get a little piece of their success. They have to get paid for us to get paid, for you to get paid as an executive team leader. And that's a beautiful system of people helping people. So as an example, if 10 people join your organization this month, and every single one of them, we help them get their qualifying services, that's an extra $500 just for doing that part-time spare time. What if that happens in a week? That can be some $500 weeks available. Some people have days like that in this business. Okay. And even better than that, those of you who are just getting started in the month of October, there's an actual bonus available here where you're going to get an extra $325 just by reaching executive team leader in your first 30 days. And at least 15 of those points that qualify you for ETL come from someone else in your team. Very simple, very easy to do. Many of us here on the line have done it in their first week. We've got success stories of people doing it very, very quickly. And this creates excitement as we get you that fast start bonus. Now, regional coordinator, things become interesting because you're now getting a pay raise of up to $150 every time somebody new in your organization, whether you introduce them or somebody else introduces them, you're actually in a position where you can earn $150 when they become customer qualified with how many services? 5 services, 10 points. So when they get $200, that new person joins your team, gets their 5 services, 10 points, and gets $200, you now get $150. How exciting as a regional coordinator. That is something, pretty significant income, especially if we're talking 10 CQs in the course of a month, or even in the course of a week, or even in the course of a day. Ask some people here on the line the stories that they've been able to create on their way to the higher level positions. $1,500+ for 10 CQs in whatever time frame that is. Okay, so very significant income at regional coordinator. To become a regional coordinator, you just need 200 points between you and your team, and as long as it fits within this structure here, you can qualify. Now, regional director, there's a reason why people like Charlene and Manny are over here smiling and enjoying life a little more, because at this stage, you're now earning $250 every time somebody new joins your business, and we help them get their customer qualified promotion with how many services? 5 services that equal at least 10 points. Are you seeing the trend here? Whenever we help people get their first promotion and we help them get paid, we can get paid. But the higher you promote to regional director and above, you're seeing some significant pay raises. So 10 CQs that join your team, meaning 10 people that join your team and they get their customer qualifying bonuses, that's an extra $2,500. What if that happens in a week, guys? I mean, this is the kind of promotion that you can go into your boss and you can say, hey, boss, you know what? I got an eye problem today. And your boss is like, why? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? And you say, I just don't see myself working here anymore. Peace. You can do that. It's up to you. Now, you have to work for it. It doesn't happen just nonchalantly, but people can make some real decisions and have some flexibility at regional director and decide to go full time if you want to. Okay. Regional vice president, this is where life gets a little bit too fun and too good, because now you have at least 3,000 customer points between you and your team. You do it in the particular structure here, and now you're earning not only infinite levels of residual income, there's bonus money available, there's even higher level positions, senior vice president and beyond, just because you help more and more people. But here's what I really want to say about all of these positions here, guys, is if you just focus on making sure every single week, the bonus money that you see here, it's paid out every single week. The residual income is paid out every single month. Okay, but residual takes time. ACN knows that. So if you focus right now, this week, you say, you know what, I'm going to earn a paycheck this week. And every week that you work this business, you make sure you're earning a paycheck. You know what you're building on the back end? Residual income. Every single month. It's just going to get more and more, because that's what happens. To get paid bonuses, it's because customers were acquired. And when those bills are paid, we're earning residuals. So just make that a habit, guys. Every single week, whether you're getting customers yourself or you're teaching other people how to get customers, just make it a habit of getting paid every single week. And you're going to be building your business and promoting this business and promoting to new levels. So with that, I hope we were able to serve you with some great information here. It is my honor to be able to turn over this call to an amazing champion of a leader. She's someone out of the California marketplace who's done phenomenal in this business. Her and her fiance have been building something great. And, she comes from a background as well in marketing and other kinds of areas of business. And we just learned so much from a powerhouse lady like herself. So it's my honor to introduce Regional Director Charlene McBonwa. Charlene, the call is yours.
Thank you so much, Mr. Marshall. Let's give Mr. Marshall Stewart a big hand, you guys, for that awesome compensation training. Let me tell you, every time I hear that compensation training, I get excited over and over and over again. So thank you so much, sir, for dropping those nuggets and explaining our system and the ranks to everyone's on the training today. So good evening, everyone. Charlene McBonwa, just like Marshall said, from the California markets. I've been with ACN now for a few years and have just had the blessed opportunity to be part of this leadership group and see this company grow leaps and bounds. And let me tell you, the leaders on this call right now who are training, don't take it for granted. This is a crazy, special, unique time in our company. That's why all of us are really motivated and inspired to take action. Just like Marshall said, building and getting customers, looks like Maria, this compensation plan, you guys, is real. Okay, talk to any regional vice president and above, and they'll let you know that, like Marshall said, it's a very cushiony, nice position at RVP Plus, and the goal is to get there. And I'm going to show you how you can get there, okay, by building a team, which is a topic that I absolutely love. So when I got started, ladies and gentlemen, I was not in a position where I was earning residual income. And I love people, so talking to people was very natural for me. But I saw a way that you can actually work with all different types of people with this company and this system. And one of the first things that I was taught by one of my mentors in the company was, hey, Charlene, building a team is a great asset to your business because you can build distribution. And he told me that J. Paul Getty was the first billionaire made. And J. Paul Getty said that I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Because my background is a small business owner. And when I would go to work, I would, make revenue and profit from my business. But if I didn't go to work, I wasn't making income. And when you're building a team, you have the efforts of a lot of people, and you can also build the freedom that you want, which is what's called passive income. So I want you guys to think about how can I build residual income is basically sharing this opportunity with other people. Other ways you can make residual income is by being an actor or actress, an author if you write a book, and a musician. Michael Jackson is making a lot of money still years and years after he has passed because of his albums and residual passive income. So how can the average person like you and I not only talk about passive income, but actually participate in it? It's by sharing this opportunity. And so when you get started, you definitely want to just focus on getting your handful of services. You want to get that $200 direct deposited into your account. And because you did it, now you can share it with a couple people and you can show them how to do it too. It's super simple. You do it, you tag 2 people, they do it, and now you're an executive team leader and you've earned over $500 up to $700 plus in bonuses your first month with the target services that we just spoke about. Okay, so get your direct deposit and then share it with a couple people. And so how do you do that? You want to book a Zoom meeting as soon as possible, 24 to 48 hours out. So if you just got started, you definitely want to book your Zoom meeting this week. And if you did one last week, you should do a couple this week because that's how you share the wealth, okay? You share the business. So set it up. Whoever you're working with, one of the leaders, just text them right now a date and time. I would do 2. I like doing one like right away and then like a backup one later. So if anyone can't come to the first one, they can come to that second one and there's a backup plan there. So you want to invite as many people as you, would like to, the more the better. Just to let you know, there's a 50% show up ratio. Okay, 50% show up ratio. So that means that if you invite 20 people, probably 10 will show. If you invite 10, 5 will show. It's just what it is. It's okay, you guys, life goes, life happens to some people. And then if you invite one person, half a person might show. So you always want to invite more than one person, but we can do a one-on-one on a Zoom, and we can do a PBZ with a lot of people. The more, the better. Okay. You want to make a list of 100 names and numbers. You don't want to prejudge, and you definitely want to make what's called your A list. With some experience in the company the past couple of years, if you talk to business owners totally get this business right away. They're like, wow, making money off of essential services that we have to pay for, getting some services for free, and also helping people, no brainer. They'll jump on this opportunity. People with network marketing experience, people who are in other kind of direct sales, multi-level marketing, where they're selling like lotions and makeup and products like nutritional products. Those companies are great, but when they take a look at this, they can see long-term residual opportunities as well. And also real estate professionals like Marshall. Marshall's in real estate. This is like peanut butter and jelly for him. He sells the home, he just refers the services, and boom, that's extra passive income for him long term. And then of course, everyone else. I don't want you guys to take lightly the everyone else, because everyone should at least take a look at this and have an opportunity to either one, become one of our partners, or two, become a customer at the least. There's definitely opportunities to help them. So just put everyone on your list, okay? Everyone. All right, and then also invite. So like I said, 50% show up ratio, so the more the better. Set a goal to have a double-digit invites all the time. You'll see how this can multiply within your organization. And the person that puts the most people on a Zoom presentation is the fastest to win. So just like the ranks and the positions that we have in our company, the faster you are able to show this to more people, the sooner that you will get your promotion and also help your team get their promotion as well. So here's a very simple way to ask people to take a look at what we're doing. Okay. The first question is, hey, do you look at other ways of making money? Okay. And then you want to share your why. Okay. So if someone knows me right now, I'm getting married in January, and they'll know, hey, I'll say something like, hey, Marshall, Carlos and I are getting married in January. And since COVID, I left, the corporate world, and I'm looking for more independent ways to make money. And that's why I started looking. I'm working with an individual that is having massive success expanding an online business with essential services. And we're actually doing a Zoom tomorrow at 6 p.m. So you just want to promote the time and the date, and also let them know that they'll have a confirmation call. So it's very simple, you guys. Just follow this script, okay? In the beginning, when you get started, just follow this word for word. And then later on, once you naturalize it, you can definitely elaborate, but just keep it very simple and practice this and naturalize it. I wouldn't want to call Marshall and say, hey, Marshall, do you look at other ways of making money? He's gonna know that I'm reading the script. So you guys read it a couple times, practice it with, in your coaching calls, and just naturalize it. Don't be weird. Just ask. Okay. And it's such a great way to see who's interested. You show them the business, and they'll let you know. Now, some people will have questions. Questions are good, but you just want to be new. Okay, you want to talk about the person, not the thing. So if I said, hey, I'm working with a gentleman, Marshall, named Mr. JT, and he's seeing some serious success in this business. I know you have a lot of questions, but he's going to be the best person to explain it on the Zoom tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So I'm talking about the person versus the thing. You don't want to give too much information. You want to be the trailer, not the movie. Okay, they have to be curious enough to come and see the business just like how you did, and let the experts do it. I love the fact that I let the experts help build my business when I was brand new and didn't know too much. I like to call it a peek and pass. I'm only 5 foot, you guys, but I played basketball. All I knew was if I passed it over to the forward or that center, they could get the ball in the basket. So just peek it, pass it, let the experts handle it from there. And if they say, what kind of business is it? Or what type of industry is it? We deal with essential services. And because essential, that word came around during COVID, a lot of people are interested in essential services. Okay. And then also, when you get started, I'll be honest with you guys, I was nervous to make a phone call. My phone was like 500 pounds. And so what I did in the beginning to gain confidence and to practice was I did three-way calls with my upline support. And let me tell you, this changed the game for me. By myself, I was able to get a couple people on, but when I was doing three-way calls with my leader, I was able to see a big difference because now they were hearing from someone else, not only me. And see, they could flake on me and make themselves look bad, but they wouldn't flake on, my upline support and make me look bad. Does that make sense? So you want to definitely get your upline support involved in that. Once you do your Zoom meeting, you want to have a professional background, have your camera on, and have your guests, they're going to be watching you. So just make sure that you're focused, have good lighting, test your microphone and video. Please take a picture of this. Pretty simple stuff. Pay attention to the speaker and make sure your kids and animals, everything cuter than you is, kind of in the other room or silenced. Okay. Then also just send a text message reminder to your guests about 15 minutes before, just so that they have a reminder to jump on. And you want to introduce the host. So make sure that all of that stuff is all dialed in so that you can have a successful Zoom meeting, and that's duplicatable in your business. Okay, so let's schedule your Zoom meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours, you guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on this call who's brand new or is, leaning towards their promoted on our call next week's training. So thank you guys so much for the time. I'm going to pass it over to a dear friend of mine. He's a leader of leaders for sure. Been with the company now a couple of years. He's a regional vice president, and you can always see him on the top charts, you guys, for customer acquisition and helping his team. And I'm going to pass it over to my good friend and mentor, Mr. Jonathan Thomas.
Wow, well, great. Well, guys, can we give Miss Charlene McBonwell a round of applause for her amazing training, guys? She did an incredible job, explaining, number one, how to talk to people and how to invite them to your Zoom meetings, guys. And I was just super excited just listening to her. I was like, man, she made it sound so simple. And, first of all, can we give a round of applause to all the trainers that have trained tonight? They did an incredible job. You had starting off the call with Marshall, and then Miss Maria doing an incredible job with how to get customers, and Marshall again, training us on the customer, on how to make money with the opportunity. And then of course, Charlene going over again how to invite a team. So guys, I'm excited because we get to close out the call. Just hang on for about a good 5-10 minutes, okay? Hang on, okay? Because I'm gonna close out the call for us tonight. Like Miss Charlene said, I've been a part of this amazing opportunity for 9 years. But guys, I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I could honestly say that. Fun fact: when I was in middle school, I used to draw, and I used to draw the students, and I would sell the drawings. I got in trouble, but it's all right. I got in trouble, but hey, I was an entrepreneur. I was selling the drawings. So when I saw this opportunity 9 years ago, guys, it made sense compared to, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, I say this in every single training and every single presentation. This is my easiest business, the easiest one, okay? Where people hold your hand and everything. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So guys, I'm gonna jump right in to the final topic. But to me, it's the most important, okay? Because this topic, guys, is the topic that I say, people struggle with. But I say it's the topic that it will get you to regional vice president. It will get you to senior vice president if you could just master this topic and master what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, guys, let me share my slides with you really quickly. Give me a second. Let me actually share. All right, everybody see my slides? Thumbs up? Perfect. All right, guys. So let's talk about mindset. Now, this is my favorite topic. The first thing you want to do when you start this company, when you start a business, any business, this is what you want to do. You want to determine your why. You want to determine why you are doing it. Why do you want to see success? And it can't be just big. It just can't be money. It has to be bigger than money. So what do I mean? When I first got started, I made money already. So just talking about money, that was like whatever. You know what I cared about? My time. I cared about time. So for me, I said, you know what? How can I get more time back in my life? Because see, what the person who invited me didn't know was that my mother was going through cancer. okay? And I needed to get more time with her. Now, praise God, she beat it. But the reason why I wanted to do this is because in my other venture and in my other things that I was doing, I did not have time, okay? So this I saw as an opportunity where I could get paid on things that I did years ago and get paid over and over again and not have to attach my time to the outcome, okay? So that's number one, you guys. You want to write that down. If you're new tonight, write that down, circle it, put it on your phone. What is your why? Is it your kids? Is it, maybe you want to have a new, another house because the house you have, maybe you need to expand a little bit more. Maybe you're trying to raise a family and you want to make sure you have means to support. Okay. You want to make sure you write that why down. Number two, it's a learning curve, guys. It's an emotional roller coaster. Number three, a learning curve. You're going to have to go through some things. You're going to have to learn. Okay. So the thing is to make sure you understand that you got to learn the business, which means I want everybody to listen to me. You need to come back. Okay. You need to come back to the training. Okay. Don't think you're going to hear one training for just about an hour with some incredible trainers. Don't get me wrong. They're good looking. They're all good looking. They're all great. But let me tell you something. I'll come back just for that. But anyway, but guys, just so you know, you're not going to get everything in this 1 hour. So make sure you come back to the training. See, what you learn is it's got to be repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning. You got to continue to come back and learn and get to grow. Okay, so think long term. Be coachable, guys, but make sure you have a good work ethic. See, I can't teach anybody my work ethic. I can teach you the skills. I can't teach you Marshall's work ethic. I can't teach you Miss Charlene's work ethic. Okay, Miss Maria's work ethic, but they can teach you the skills. But you got to have a good work ethic and you got to be committed to your why. And number 7, I don't even like talking about number 7. Let's move on. Let's move on. The reason why I don't like talking about it is because if you got a why would you quit? Why would you quit on your mother? Why would you quit on your kids? Why would you quit for your family? That doesn't even make sense to me. So anyway, you want to be a professional. Okay, you want to sort. See, amateurs, they sell and convince. Anybody on here want to sell and convince anybody? By show of hands, I want to know who really want to sell and convince people. Why would you want to sell somebody, right? I know I did. I ain't want to sell anybody. So guys, make sure you be a professional. You don't want to sell people. Just be a professional. Sort, move on. See there at the bottom it says SW, SW, SW. That means, some won't, some will, some what. So sometimes I don't even know what it say, but you know what I say? Somewhere 6 will. That's what I say. Okay. I don't like pointing to people who won't do it. I just say somewhere 6 will. And the main thing you want to know, and I want you to write this down, is you want to make sure you understand promoting events. Like tonight. Tonight is an event. Okay. You promote the training so you can learn. Right? Can you imagine having to train a team and with your busy schedules and having to train them one by one when you have a full-time job or you have a full-time business? How could you train a mass of people? See, ladies and gentlemen, ACN is in 30 different countries, almost 30 countries, right? They're in all 50 states. Ladies and gentlemen, when your business starts exploding like crazy, because people see this and it does explode like crazy, can you train all those countries and all those different states? No, you get them to a training where everybody can learn at the same time. So guys, you want to promote events, then this is the 4-step system. So, right, I want you to take a picture of this. Congratulations, you passed step 1. You went to the Tuesday night training, but remember what I said, come back. Because could you imagine a doctor saying, man, I only went to 1 training, I'm ready to operate them. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not going to that doctor. Okay. I want a doctor who's, Tanir, he's really just gone through the ranks and really has studied and studied and studied. Okay. So that's number 1. Congratulations. You hit the first tier. Number 2, you want to promote to customer qualified. Miss Maria taught you how to do that. She said, get 5 services. make sure you get those 5 services before you get off this call tonight. Okay, get with your mentor to show you how. And you want to set your private business Zoom with your mentor tonight. You want to do that tonight? You know, Miss Charlene just talked about that. Number 3, there is a Friday night leadership class. Once you become customer qualified, you are invited to that class. They're going to unpeel back the layers, guys. So you want to make sure you attend that first class. And then the final thing is an Elevate event. And the thing that I want to do, because I don't want to just sit up here and train people and train and train. Listen, information is information. I want you guys to hear from people, because I believe that being real and hearing from people with a real story is better. Okay, so I want to actually bring 2 people. The first person I want to bring up, he's someone that I respect so much. He's a regional coordinator doing incredible things, and he's on this call. He's trained on this call, and I want him to share with you his experience at a live event, not just on Zoom where we're looking like the Brady Bunch here. Okay, I want him to express to you the live event and why it's powerful that you need to register for a live event. So without further ado, I want to bring up Regional Coordinator, Mr. Lamar Thomas. Mr. Lamar, you on the line?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Can we give a round of applause for Mr. Jonathan Thomas? Always dropping the knowledge, always dropping the jewels, leading from the front. Oh, man. Yeah. Like Mr. JT was talking about, you know, the events are so important, so important. Like he was saying, my name is Lamar Thomas. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm a barber by trade and just trying to get from behind that barber chair so I can have, you know, financial freedom. But before the event, I was set up. I was ready to go. You know, I had my Airbnb ready, tickets, flight, everything. Me and my fiance, we're getting ready to go to the event. Excuse me, we're getting ready to go to the plane and everything, and got into a car accident. Had to shoot over to. Well, hold on. Let me rewind for a second. Before this happened, about 10 days before the event, my mother got scammed and somebody drained her whole bank account. So I had to send some money to my mom, some money out, you know, unexpected, you know how that is. I know everybody on the call is just as regular as me. You know, unforeseen things happen, but you know, when it comes to my mother, I have to do what I have to do. They drained her bank account, she has bills to pay. I had to send her some money, you know, and that happened. And then we got into the car accident. We missed our flight, to pay some extra money to get a rental car, pay deposit, you know, with Caliber Collision, all types of stuff. Just now some more money is coming out. But like Mr. Jonathan was saying earlier, my why is so big because right now my father is ill and he needs me. He needs my time. He doesn't need any money like my mother did. He needs my time. So I couldn't take no for an answer. You know, we had obstacles. We had to get the rental car for the car accident anyway. So I looked at my fiance and said, hey, we have to make it. We have to go. We have to go because she's never been to one before. So we drove from Houston, Texas to Fort Lauderdale, 18 hours. Wasn't prepared for it. It was a horrible drive. I drove to Orlando before a long time ago for my birthday, said I would never drive to Florida again. It is too far of a trip. I will fly next time. But like I say, my why was so big. And we shot out there, you know, we were tired. We still got up in the morning, made the event and saw the event. Man, it was amazing. I got the chance to see Mr. Jonathan walk across the stage, Mr. Marshall Stewart walk across the stage to get acknowledged for their hard work and the accomplishments that they've been doing. And it was just so motivating for me. I got very emotional. My fiance did as well. It really just changed my life, and to hear from some of the top people, the co-founders and senior vice presidents and people who were getting promoted, it just really, you know, and I saw these people, and just like Mr. Johnson said, well, look, everybody on this call is beautiful or handsome. Hey, we can do the same thing that those people did. And it just really motivated me a whole lot. And also my fiance, when we got back, like I say, she had never been to the event before. We bonded a whole lot on the 18-hour drive back, of course. So, you know, it was a lot of talking, a lot of bonding on that. And she came back and she set more appointments and talked to more people than in a week than she's done in the last 2 years. Just off of seeing what she saw and being around those people and getting that motivation. And she now has a brand new business partner. She should have another one by the end of tonight. And one of them is actually on the training. She's on her first training as well. Congratulations to her. And we're gonna get her CQ'd and get her bonused up tonight before we get off this call. So I just want to let y'all know, man, do not take no for an answer. When people want to say they can't make it to these events, don't give yourself no for an answer. No matter what the obstacles are, get there, because definitely it's going to be worth it. It's going to put you up there. It's going to make you elevate. Look, I haven't even taken my bracelet off yet. I don't know if y'all can see this. I haven't even taken it off yet. My fiance hasn't either. And we're not taking it off until we register for the next event, because we made that decision. We're going because we see what it's doing for our business. It's a must. I don't want to, I want to respect everybody's time, but I'm just I don't want to get emotional on it, but I just want to give y'all from my experience, it's real serious. And also before I go, because I've been to events before, you want to bring somebody with you, because just like I told y'all, my fiance is the one who put the fire up underneath her and saw something she never saw before, and now she's taking off. She's taking off, and I'm so proud of her. She's on the call as well. She hadn't been to a training in so long either. Kayla, baby, I don't want to do that to you, but she hadn't been on training in no time in 2022. But she went to that event, and she's on training tonight as well. So that's what an event where you bring somebody with you. That's I don't want to take up too much time. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for having me.
Wow. Thank you. Can we give Mr. Lamar a round of applause? And guys, I'm okay with him taking some time. I'm okay, even though I want to respect everybody's time. But see, that you don't understand you got to understand what he's saying. Again, the power, you can see the inspiration in his heart, and that he sees what he wants to do. He has a vision of what he wants to do, guys. So I'm really, really excited for you, Lamar, and your new business partners. Super exciting. And before we close it out, guys, there's one more person I want to bring up. They want to share with you why you register for live events. Again, she came from the Florida event with us. We were in Florida, and she just a completely different person now since she came back. And so I just want to bring up and let her speak very briefly about the power of events. Can we bring to the call Miss Christina Martinez? Miss Christina, you're on the line.
Hello, yes, I am. Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I feel fairly new here as well. I've been in ACN, I can't remember exactly, but before I went to the event in Florida, I saw the business opportunity, and as a current business owner, I saw the opportunity behind it. Plus, to get involved, it doesn't cost an arm or a leg. But my fear was the time piece, because I was thinking, how am I going to balance and be fair to ACN? But anywho, I'm a residential mortgage lender for almost 20 years, and I have 3 children. Incorporating ACN into my schedule seemed like a big mental monster. However, I went to the event, okay, and I'm excited, because if it wasn't for Charlene and JT literally holding my hands, and I'm very literal. So I told Charlene, look, if I do this, I need you to hold my hand. And that's really what's been going on. She's been holding my hand through every step of the way. We text almost every day because it's a team and it's a family now. There's no other way to see it. When I was at the event, not only did I got to see the bigger picture and got to meet these amazing entrepreneurs and business owners. So I walked out of there not just as a business standpoint, seeing ACN, but I also now believe in ACN, right? So I was super fired up and excited as soon as we got back that Sunday. Actually, on the plane, I made a connection. In the airport, I made a connection. On the way home, I made a connection, because I'm already a social person, but now it's exciting because you just want to share it with everyone, right? And not everyone is going to see it. But those who do, I don't think will regret it. Let's see. So I'm executive team leader at the moment, and I'm looking forward to building more. And I know I won't be building on my own, because there's so much support here. So if time is a mental monster for you, feel free to reach out, because I'm happy to share how I'm balancing it and how I'm incorporating it. So again, you add more tools to your tool shop, and not only have I grown personally, but professionally as well. And I've met so many amazing people. So I do encourage you to check out the next live event. You can see the bigger picture there. Now, again, if you're a business person and if you see the business opportunity, you may think, well, how is going to an event going to change my perspective? But it does. It changes your perspective, okay? You get to meet the entire ACN family, or most of them. So I have my Zoom calls on in the car. The kids are a part of it. When I pick them up from school, they know JT and Charlene and everybody on the team because they hear them in the background. So I encourage you to check it out, please, and reach out with any questions at any time to anyone here. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, wow. Well, thank you so much, Christina, for sharing your story, guys. I want to give her a round of applause because, again, public speaking is not, it's nerve wracking. We know, right? But, anytime someone gets and wants to share their story, guys, I'm super excited for them. And, thank you again, Lamar and Christina. So, guys, you heard it first. I didn't even want to get into the training and all of that. I just wanted you to hear from real live people who have real life stories that have gone to events, live events, to get the golden nuggets to take their business forward. So guys, with that being said, I want to make sure we close out the call in style. Number one, you want to make sure you register for the next Emerge event. If you're local, definitely register. This will be in Dallas, December the 3rd. That's the next local event, live event. Again, there's 2,000, 3,000 people that will be there at that event, guys. It's going to be massive, and you want to register before it sells out. And then, of course, there's another event that's coming up, and that event is, again, in Dallas again, actually Fort Worth, March the 10th, March the 11th. You want to book your calendars, guys. You want to book your calendars. Go ahead and register early for these events. Make sure you take your team. Like Mr. Lamar said, don't go by yourself. Take a team with you. Make sure that you take people so they can see what you see and have a vision, guys. So with that being said, as we close out the call, make sure, number one, this is your call to action. Identify your first 5 services. If you're new on this call, make sure you get your first 5 services, get them out the way so you can get paid, you can get promoted, and you're able to earn income in the opportunity. Number 2, you want to set your Zoom presentation up. You want to do that as soon as you get off the call. Make sure you do that. And number 3, like we said, you want to enroll in your next event. Now, remember, next week, we got the same time, same channel, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Make sure you come back, bring people to the training so you don't have to do all the training. Let your people get trained, guys, by the professionals. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to get into some breakout rooms, get with the people that invited you, ask them questions, but guys, register and get promoted. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody's time. Thank you guys for spending your time with us tonight. We appreciate all of you. Love you guys. And we'll see you that same time, same channel next Tuesday night. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, are you there? Hey, Izzy.
I don't know what
every-
happened, but
Everybody wanted to be with me or what?
yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm headed out to a one-on-one, guys. Thank you. God bless you guys. Thank you for a great
Yeah.
evening.
Thank you. Good
Absolutely.
night.
Absolutely.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, JT.
Bye, Manny.